about 8-9 years ago, I was sitting at my computer and I was typing something that I thought was very inspiring. I couldn't remember what it is now. But Pastor Sandra came up to me and said, "Dear, could you have a look at the accounts?" And this is our monthly accounts. And so I looked at it, and I don't know how to read accounts very well, except to see the bottom line. You know, that's easy, right? To see how much there's left. And I can remember it very clearly because it was a 4-figure balance, except that the decimal point was in the middle. And so that was tough because it was 32 ringgit 40 cents left when I actually had to come out with about 12,000 ringgit to pay for the bills. It was somewhere in the middle of the month already, and there were 2 more weeks left that I had to pay the bills again. So I thought to myself, okay, fine, you know, God came through for us the last month, He will come through again. But I've never seen such a low balance. And so I looked at my wife and I said to her, "Don't worry, dear, don't worry, God will provide." And so she walked away feeling quite confident. But when I went back to my computer, I tried to type or continue to type what I was supposed to type. Except that I couldn't remember anything else except 32 ringgit 40 cents. And I know that you know what I mean because that's life, right? Sometimes just, you know, you're living, you're alright, you're okay, you're going on with life, and suddenly just one phone call can kind of change and mess up your life. So as I go through this, they come in, they go out, you know, day after day, you just get more stressed. Because you're coming closer to the day where you have to sign the check for 12,000 ringgit. Alright? So one morning, early morning, 2:30 in the morning, I can remember, I got so desperate that I really didn't know what to do. It was just a few more days before I had to write those checks. And I heard God's voice within me say, "Kenneth, get up. I wanna speak to you." How many of you know that just one word from the Lord can change our lives? One word from Jesus, one word from God can change our lives forever. He said, "Get up." And then as I reach out for my Bible and I walk to my prayer room, He says, "You are stuck in between Pharaoh's army and the Red Sea." So I went to my room and I, of course, turned to that chapter, Exodus 14, and I began to read. But I read with tears flowing down my face because, first of all, it's quite an amazing feeling to have God telling you He knows what's going on. It's quite an amazing feeling. And yet not judge you, not scold you. He's a good God. I say, "Hey, get up. I know what's going on. Come on." And so I'm on my knees and I'm crying. Of course, the second thing is that I have this burden, this real burden on me, and it's weighing down on me. I wonder how many of you sometimes have got worries and problems and burdens weighing down on you. You just have no answer. You wish you have an answer, and sometimes you got this biblical way of saying, "Yeah, God will take care of it. God, yeah, I'm all right. God will," you know. But sometimes you're saying it, and it's good to say it. I mean, you know, life and death are in the power of the tongue. But sometimes your heart is far away from that. Sometimes you feel so alone. When I went through those scriptures, the Lord was revealing something to me about myself, about my own heart, and that's where I learned that between the asking and the answer, God is interested in our attitude. Are you with me? Because it's very easy for God to answer us one. But, you know, I think God is not just about bringing us out of Egypt. He's about bringing Egypt out of us. And He wants to give us a character or attitude that can go for the long haul. Meaning that the gift He gives you now, the character He gives you now, the wonderful attitudes He gives you now can make you become all that you've ever wanted to become. Meaning that very attitude that He gives you now, although He had to put you through problems to get that out, that very attitude will make you a good guy, a good husband, a good father, a good employer. Just, you know, you can use that very attitudes that He has given you to last a lifetime. So God is really into attitudes because attitudes last. And the Lord gave me 4 thoughts. And they are all in there in verse 11 and verse 12. Thought number 1 is this. They said to Moses, "Is there no graves or are there no graves in Egypt that you brought us out here to die in the wilderness?" Listen, what was revealed through this problem, the problem of what? The Red Sea and Pharaoh's army, the pressure, the problem, the anxiety, what this problem revealed out of their hearts was what was inside there. Nobody could see. They saw graves. Now, if they were never under pressure, they would never say it. But sometimes when you are under pressure and you are being challenged, your heart really starts getting revealed, exposed to show the real you. Now, good times never reveal it. Well, sometimes it does. Like, for example, good times can reveal that you are, you just want more, and maybe you're full of greed. So maybe it's one or two things good times can reveal. But bad times, hard times can reveal a lot more. That's why I don't want you to reject hard times. I don't want you to spit at hard times. I don't want you to just push aside challenges. I want you to ask yourself, or ask God at least, God, why have you allowed this? And I'm saying to you right now, He allows it because it reveals. Because after you know who you really are, you can present yourself to God and say, God, really, I'm undone. I'm really not who I think I am. I'm really not that great. It's by your grace and your grace alone. God, I need your help. Yes? But because before that, we all think we are great. We all think we are okay. But then the Lord allows a problem, and it shows. My heart, what it showed was, like these people said, were there no graves? And it showed one thing in my heart. I never knew it was there. But when this particular challenge came to me, I was beginning to think, as I went by the day, and coming closer to the time when I had to sign those checks, I was growing more and more negative. And sometimes, while your mouth can still say all these Christian jargon, God knows where your heart is. God knows how much doubt there is in your mind. And it's okay to have one or two doubts here and there, but it's not okay to live by doubt. And after a while, your language is changing, from yes, He can, to I'm not sure, to I don't think so. No, and it can happen.